Good morning, McGraw.
We were down just a little bit on Friday. What was the story?
Yes, we were. Friday, the Dow lost 32 points and closed at 21,580. We were down about 100 points for the week, breaking a 2-week win streak. Technology remains strong, and energy has been weak. Oil was off 2.5% to 45.77, and the yield on the 10-year U.S. Treasury fell to 2.23%. Where it's been for quite a while, it seems like.
All right. Let's get to some news, and that's KKR. What are they doing these days?
Right. Investment firm KKR is close to buying WebMD, and a deal might be announced today. WebMD has a symptom check, a glossary of terms, and a physician-focused Medscope.com. They have been trying to sell themselves for a while, and most expect them to get about $2 billion.
Yeah, WebMD, every time you put something in there, it comes back possible cancer. You're like, my toe hurts, possible cancer. All right, that's KKR. That's interesting that they're buying WebMD. What about Hudson Bay? Is that a clothing company?
Yes, they're the owner of Saks Fifth Avenue.
Okay.
And what's kind of interesting is robotic makers are getting closer to developing a robot that can pick an item and place it into a box. I guess Hudson Bay, owner of Saks Fifth Avenue, and Chinese online retailer JD.com are both testing the product as we speak. Picking items is one of the biggest labor costs for e-commerce distribution centers and has the least amount of automation. That area has also grown by about 202,000 jobs in the past 5 years and employs about 950,000 people. So they're trying to automate that.
Yeah, that's not good considering, that's not good if you're those are the only jobs that Amazon's making are the ones where you pick it out of a bin. If you get rid of those, what else is left? Canadian, what's going on in Canada?
Yeah, Canadian wildfires are basically hurting the supply of lumber for houses, and it's starting to raise prices for those building homes. We get about 1/3 of our lumber from Canada, and they get about half their production from British Columbia. An area the size of Rhode Island has burned so far, making this the worst fires for them in a decade. It has already raised the price for some homes by about 5%.
Wow, that's bad news. All right. Thank you, Scott Crothers. How do the markets look today?
Today the Dow looks flat so far. It's going to be a super busy week with the 2-day Fed meeting, several different looks at the housing market, and a huge week for earnings. So.
All right, Scott Crothers with Stifel Nicholas. Have yourself a good day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
By the way, speaking of wood and wood that is